So, hello everyone. A very good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. Myself, Dr. Mansi. I welcome you all to Homeopathy Musings platform. So, today we are starting as a part of our monthly series, monthly free series, ABCs of Remedies, Season 2. Today we are starting with our episode 20, that is on the Baraita Cow with Dr. Prajakta Vaidya. After the session, once you register, you will be able to receive the master handbook of the remedy as a free complimentary from our side. Before moving forward to our today's session, I will just quickly give a quick look at about our upcoming and ongoing courses. So this is the very basic course, that is Basics of Contemporary Homeopathy, version 4. With our renowned team of homeopaths, we have already started this course, and there are 4 sessions done, and we are starting with our fifth session. And if you still want to register, you can register, and you'll be able to access the recordings for 1 whole year. Then, we are starting with our very clinical course, that is Beyond Dialysis, Exploring Homeopathic Care in Kidney Disorders. There will be with Dr. Hiralal Agarwal sir, where there will be case-based learning on the kidney disorders and the urinary disorders. There will be 2 sessions, that is on the 28th and 29th of October, 7 p.m. sharp. Early bird is ending on the 20th of October. Then, as a part of our psychiatric series, we are starting with our another psychiatric course, that is Mastering OCD with Contemporary Homeopathy with Dr. Aradhna Chitra ma'am. There will be 2 sessions, that is on the 21st and 28th of November, and early bird is ending on the 20th of October. So if you want, you can register soon to avail the benefits of the early bird. Then, after our 2 incredible journeys with plant and animal module, we are starting next year with our mineral journey, that is Musings Minerals. Decode the periodic table using integrative approach with classical and contemporary aspects of homeopathy. There will be 40 plus sessions, including 3 exclusive Q&A sessions with Chief Mentor Dr. Mahesh Gandhi sir. And there will be a lot of learning. It will be a 1-year whole course, and there will be in-depth learning and insightful sessions about mineral remedies and different aspects of the periodic table. Little bit about today's speaker, ma'am. Dr. Prajakta Vaidya ma'am comes with over 15 years of practice in Mumbai. Together with Dr. Preeti Shah ma'am, she has founded a holistic homeopathic clinic called Healing Harmony Homeopathy and More Clinic, created a unique and loving community for homeopaths called Homeopathy Musings, and conducts wellness retreats called Karwan. She is apprentice of Dr. Rajan Shankaran's flagship Gurukul program. She has also been personally trained by Dr. Shankaran sir in the WISE processes and has been supporting him in his WISE retreats as a facilitator. She is amongst the very few young generation homeopaths who have been invited to teach by very prestigious organizations within the homeopathic world, both nationally and internationally. Before starting our today's session, quick basic hygiene factors. Please mute your lines all the while the speaker is speaking. Keep your videos on, which helps in the interaction and avoid temptation to multitask. Please raise your hand while the speaker is explaining. If you have any questions or comments, you can put it in the chat box and I'll be addressed at the end of the session. Please do not scribble on the screen. Make notes, share your experiences, and most importantly, enjoy the session. If you have any questions or if you have any difficulties, you can contact on the given contact details and we will be very much happy to help. Thank you so much. I'll just quickly stop share and hand over to ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Mansi. So let's study today's remedy, Baraita carb. So this series of ABC of remedies, the idea is to study our remedies, okay, holistically, from classical method, from contemporary method, from repertory analysis, from rubrics, comparison, all of it, so that you don't have to kind of, remember the symptoms or, kind of just by heart the symptoms. It's how we need to understand, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Yes. All right, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, this is season 2 of ABC of remedies and a 20th episode of it. Okay, where we are going to learn about the Baraita carbonicum. Okay, we know this is a remedy from mineral kingdom, and barium carbonate is the chemical composition of it. The mainly is an antisoric remedy, what Dr. Hahnemann has mentioned about it. Now the main idea of this remedy with our masters or our stalwarts, as considering the classical method, we'll learn about that. Dr. Phatak says that it has the marked influence on the growth. Okay, so especially children and old people who become childish. So children who has physically, mentally, they have not growing well up to their actual age, and it is a good remedy for old people who kind of become very childish. Okay, and in physical format they can be, either also be dwarf. So in the looks wise, can be dwarf, stunted growth, or children who are late coming into usefulness, so their mental development is very low. They are unable to kind of grasp thing, understand thing. They are unable to kind of, unable to kind of study, unable to kind of do any intellectual work, okay, to take on their responsibilities and do their work. So dull, apathetic, marasmic kind of a children that we are looked at. Plus, physically, when you look at it, they have, it's a very, very good remedy where there is a recurrent tonsillitis. So, enlargement of the glands with lot of endurations, cervical, prostate, tonsils. So, glandular enlargement is also one of the very important indication as per Dr. Phatak says. Lot of prostration, weariness, constant inclination to lie down, sit or lean on something, right? The upper body feels very stiff and numb. They are even too tired to eat. And it's a good remedy for early senility. So, when degenerative changes in the old men begin in their, heart or brain or vascular system, then they take cold very easily, and every time they take the cold rough of the air, that tonsils are swollen. They It's a good remedy for paralytic effects, so single part paralysis, with numbness, burning, it's a very good remedy. Aggravation, in particular, if you see, they're very socially awkward, they are very, very shy. So everything, if they are in the presence of any company, it is kind of an aggravating factor for them. Thinking of their symptoms, cold weather, damp weather, hmm, taking something on the head cold can also give rise symptoms to them. Lying on the painful part, left side, it's aggravation. Strong odors, heat of sun. So very delicate kind of an individual, either a child or a old. Eating is also an aggravation. Better by cold food or warm wraps. And when they are alone, they feel much better. Hmm? Now, if you consider understand the mind, right? What do we see here? The very, very slow development of their mind. So they just grow in their biological age, but that stunted growth of their mind, the grasping is affected. So they look very absurd, look backward, very silly. Hmm? They will have childish and thoughtless kind of a behavior, very timid, cowardly, grown from every little thing, whining kind of a mood, mental weakness, a lot. Bleak, clouded mind, lot of confusion, completely dependent on somebody for to take a decision, to kind of know what they need to do. Memory, very bad memory. They even kind of forgets what they are going to talk about. A simple words can also, they can forget. They are talking and then they can forget the common word that they are going to say. Just say the next word. They'll forget that. Irresolute to a very, very great intensity, mistrustful, shy of strangers. And they feel that as if, their legs are cut off. So much dependency. And as if, they're completely dependent and they are as if walking on their own knees. It's a very important delusion. Single rubric is in the Baraita Cup, which helps to understand the dependency, the irresolute nature of them. Then if you understand the child, what Fatak says, they have physically stunted growth, lazy, they don't want to play, they'll just go in the corner and sit doing nothing. They are unable to kind of remember things. The teacher will give feedback that he's not able to understand what is happening in the class, he's not concentrating, he's very scared, so much scared that they always feel that people are laughing at them, people will make fun of them because they feel that they are small, ridiculed. So the very important symptom of Baraita ka, what we know, that they hide behind the furniture. If they, some stranger come, then they will go and hide behind the furniture, and they'll keep their hands on the face, and then like that they'll see through their fingers. So it's like they can see you but you cannot see them. So much of shyness and so much of hiding that they have, and all this will bring lot of trouble to them. So the confidence will be less, they will feel they are dumb, they are kind of foolish, and they themselves feel very small and ridiculed with that. Hmm? Talking mania during menses, you in young girl, it's a very important for rubric of Baraita Cup. Idiocy. Sometimes the look also will be very idiotic. Nothing. They will be, staring at something, just looking here and there. What you're talking to, they will not understand anything like that. Then the very important sphere of action for Baraita Cup is after the brain and the development is the throat. So throat tonsils are affected by every cold or during menses they are worse. Chronic quinsy, enlarged tonsils, the spasms of esophagus as soon as the food enters the esophagus, which causes gagging and choking. Then there's pain in the throat, which is worse empty swallowing. They can swallow liquids only. Sudden water brush, submaxillary glands are swollen, burning pains in the throat. Using the voice for long time can bring troubles for them. Hahnemann writes in his chronic diseases about the child, or what he observed in the provers, that they feel a lot of dejection. So on the basis of that, they don't want to talk to anybody. Unsociableness. The observations on scrofulous children treated by Baraita. You just say that. Misanthropy, mistrustful. Then this one of the provers said, she suspected that when walking in the street, men found fault with her and judged her amiss, which made her anxious, so that she dared not look up. She looked at nobody and perspired all over. So even somebody looked at them, they will feel that they are looking at me at negatively, and they kind of feel that there's something wrong in them, or there's some fault within them, so much of embarrassment, and then it can make them feel very very anxious, and then all of those symptoms, perspiration, or they will not even look at, they will not even kind of have a eye to eye contact like that. Okay, very sad, depressed mood, very anxious, very gloomy ideas. Okay, and they feel lot of this delusion of 4 seconds, mainly aggravated in the evening. Then sometimes the fearful foreboding comes suddenly upon his soul, as if as if they feel as if somebody, my beloved friend, or the person on whom they're dependent, is dying. And imagine this, the a person who's completely dependent for decisions, for any small thing, they are unable to decide for themselves, right? And they feel that the delusion is that the sick friend is dying, right? So that kind of aggravates their state. Grief at trifles, great solicitude, and anxious apprehension. Very anxious about trifles. Cross, irritable, indisposed person, quarrelsome, extremely contrary, irritable humor, passionate about trifles. This was a very soon symptom came up. Mirthfulness, passing over into wantonness, lack of memory, great forgetfulness. He's just, forgets whether, even before he says that word. Hmm? Even between the talking and the conversation, they will quite, forget about the quite common word also. Inattention of a child in study. Then Gunvanti's writes, self-confidence they want. They cannot take, undertake anything. In the physical complaint, they have cold, offensive foot sweat, which is cold, clammy. Okay, and it can even make the toes and soles sore. Tendency to take the cold, and then inflammation, swelling, and induration of the glands, all like tonsils, parotids, submaxillary, prostate of old men, ovaries, testicles. So it's a good remedy for that. Slightest exertion can make them feel very tired and sleepy. Irresolution about trifles. Dull comprehension, stupid, childish kind of a feeling. If you have to understand a child, so Borland says that the dwarfish children, okay, mentally, physically, or mostly, even their heights, and like growing, how the Lilliputs look, that kind of appearance. Excessively shy child, so nervous of strangers, scared of being left alone. Hmm? Then very often it is terrified to even go out of the doors. Okay, and uh, he mentioned that so much of fear that it can give them a night terrors, right? And they don't know why it is happening, but just they start feeling this fear, lacks concentration, and any attempt at sustained efforts can exhaust them. Then, and if they are young, they will become cross, irritable, and as they grow older, then the effort or sustained effort can bring headaches to old people. So this is also a very important modality. Then very important thing which we all of us might not know and studied, but it has a very good action on the heart. So Hales write about it that the small dose can stimulate the heart muscle activity, which is increasing the contraction strength. And the large doses, it is seen that they can cause tetanic spasm of the heart. leading to arrest in the systole. So it has a similar effects like a digitalis. Okay, and we know the effect of a digitalis on the heart, right? Also, the muscarine and the chloral, the barium can reverse the heart arrest caused by these agents. So it's one of the very good important remedy for the heart complaints. So imagine the old age, somebody who's looks like a Baraita mentally, developmentally, but also has a heart complaint. You can think about Baraita Cup, Baraita Mood, those remedies. Right? So all the melodies of old age, you can think about it. The heart and the blood vessel, the condition of that. If there is any occlusions or any complaints related to that. Okay. Senile or a fatty degeneration can also be helpful. Now, with the repertory understanding, if you see the single rubric in Baraitaka, absent-mindedness, anger, sudden, but there is a lot of cowardice inside. Thoughtless behavior of old people, childish behavior. Children cover their face with hands but look through their fingers. Baraita cup is a single remedy. Comprehension is difficult in children. When studying, the concentration will go. There, clear consciousness is not there in old age. Then lot of delusions that the beloved friend is dying. Then they feel forsaken. Every noise kind of make them feel startled or trembles. Baraita is a single remedy. Delusion of being laughed at is one of the very important rubric or a deal of a Baraita remedy. And then they kind of they feel that this is something somebody can criticize me, and they feel very timid and they will not even look, and like that they'll just walk up in the street. These are the very important rubrics of Baraita. If you see child-centric, then lot of weakness of memories. So even if they try to kind of remember things, but they don't, then they cannot be taught because of the weakness of memory. The mother will say or the teacher will say, we've just studied this, and the next moment he forgets. So they cannot be taught. Forgetful of words in the middle of the speech, they'll not be able to remember them. Then the hide desires, hide behind the furniture, desire to hide from strangers. Then dwarfishness, loquacity menses during in young girls. It's Baraita cup is the only remedy. Then fears of, evil of or people. So unsociableness, which we saw in children, in fever, forsaken feeling, infantile behavior. They have a aversion to play. So children will just go in one corner and they will just sit there and looking at them, not playing, not even mixing up with anybody. And if you can see mind development, mental arrested, retarded reading, Baraita cup is a single remedy. Unobserving children with weak memory. And mind weeping, tearful mood, goes off alone and weeps as if she had no friends. Then old age centric, if you see, then behavior which is thoughtless of old people, unclear consciousness, moaning and groaning in old people, muttering, stupor, unconsciousness, prostration of mind, brain fag, childish behavior in old age, confusion of mind in old age, dementia, forgetfulness, then sluggishness and difficulty of thinking of or comprehending can also be seen in Baraitaka. Memory is one of the very important. So memory weakness, fruitless efforts, cannot remember, child cannot be taught. Then lot of these rubrics for memory you can see. Weakness for words or it can be other side of memory active. But weakness is the most important for weakness of the memory is the most important for Baraitaka. Now, if you see contemporary method-wise, the understanding of Baraita curve, it belongs to the 6th row of a periodic table. When we study the themes of Baraita carb as a remedy from Sholton's Elements, we see there are main themes of Baraita, which is the feeling of being ridiculed, small, futile, retarded, hiding, and shyness. And from Carbonicum is mainly the self-worth, dignity, shyness, workers, right? Those kind of Carbonicum element gets added to it. Clinically, Scholter says it's a very good remedy for dementia, idiocy, retarded development, growth which is dwarf, pressing kind of a pain, weakness and emaciation, swollen glands, tonsils which are swollen and inflamed, and arteriosclerosis. We saw the effect on the heart. So laughed at is one of the very important delusion of Baraita cow. Because they feel and they believe that I am this worth only, that people will laugh at me, right? And this is generally, it happens like that. They feel ridiculous. Every word what they use is to say that how ridiculous they are. So they believe that. They dream of being also ridiculed. So delusion, she is laughed and mocked at. Therefore, they hide behind the furniture and they feel that everybody is looking at them in negative way. So because of this, they also become very sensitive to criticism. They cannot take it because they feel they are small, they're futile, they're backward, they are unable to do anything properly. And so they start feeling that, I'm like walking on my knees. So much of dependency. They will often use word, I can't do this. I feel I'm capable of doing very little, right? Even if they try very hard, they're unable to do that. They sometimes they actually could be, a dwarf or a small physically, like Lilliputians, or kind of mentally retarded people. So we can think about this remedy in those situations. They behave in a very silly and childish manner, and this can be either true also, or sometimes they behave, they think like that about themselves. So they kind of avoid taking responsibility, doing any task, because they feel like, hey, I'm not able to do it, right? Hiding is very important. So if other people can't see them, they also won't notice how stupid they are, so they want to kind of hide. So they start avoiding company, especially the company of strangers, right? And with the family they will be okay, but others would be kind of threatening to them. Hmm? Sometimes the pathology also they can have, which will make them dependent on somebody for their entire life, like mentally retarded or those kind of complaints in children or in the old age, right? Inability to express. Then Dr. Shankaran sir writes a lot about Baraita cup in Soul of Remedies, that the main idea of this remedy is of the total incapacity of taking the responsibility or doing own work. And because of that, they have a lot of anticipatory anxiety because they feel that they are not able to do it. They're completely irresolute and depend completely on somebody else to take the decision for them. And then when that person is not there, or when they see that that person is not going to be with them, they start feeling very, very anxious when they see that this support is going, right? And somebody who is kind of taking decision for them, taking them anywhere, that that delusion of the old beloved friend is dying comes from this feeling, because they're so dependent and so childish. So, and then they will have marked feeling of forsaken. They feel they are not loved, or they are ridiculed, they're laughed at. Many fears that the children will have. They can have extreme anxiety on the smallest thing. So anxiety about trifles. Delusion, she thinks every noise is a crack of a fire and she trembles. Starting easily. starting from noise, from fright. And in general, they will avoid their responsibilities because of feeling of incapacity. And this is very, very, very important. This is a good part of group 2, the column 2, where the group 2, in general, their main theme is seeking a protection and security. And in here, there is the kind of retardation is also there in those remedies in column 2, where calcium also belongs. So, stunted growth. So, the magnesium and calcium, which are there in the same column, they also have, stunted physical growth. Calcium, the calcarea carb will have the which is dentition, which is low. In magnesium, we'll see a nursling who is not yet cut off from the umbilical cord of mother. In calcarea carb, we see the children where they don't depend so much on the parent, but they need the security and protection. Unlike the MAC carb, they're completely dependent on child. And Baraita carb, they are dependent to learn their jobs, taking on the responsibility, becoming useful. So at this point, they feel like, very blocked. And so tremendous sense of incapacity we see in barium. And how we can differentiate in our patient. What happens in column 1 is basically complete depend. They cannot imagine their life like, Kalis and Natrum, you will see. But in column 2, we see the thought is there that, okay, what will happen if my husband dies? That thought kind of comes in column 2, right? Which is different from the column. So we see remedy where there is childishness, thoughtlessness, increasing mental weakness, does not want to look at anything else, only single pointed focus. So there are people who know who are good at something which is one good thing, then they'll just keep on doing the same thing for the entire life. And at other sides, you will see that they are unable to even kind of understand the other things. But in that one particular thing, they are very good at it. They don't need to have any change, very indecisive. Somebody else will decide everything for them, what they will wear, what they will do, what they will eat, like that. So taking decisions is one of the very important theme of sixth row of a periodic table. Responsibility is the important theme. The barium lies on the left side of it. So they have issues of taking decisions. So it makes them more dependent. One who cannot take the responsibility. Anxiety of losing their jobs, prejudice, incapacity, incomprehension, aversion for change. So it's something like, we can consider like a savant syndrome. They said it's a person who has an exceptional aptitude in one particular field, such as music, mathematics, or any art or anything, despite having significant impairment in other areas of intellectual or social functioning. So, they will have that kind of complete, very good at something which is, either a music or a art or anything. And they just keep on focusing on that thing and they don't know anything else apart from that. So important rubrics for Baraita Carb: cares domestic affairs about childish, strangers' presence of aggravate, delusions as if beloved friend is sick and dying, walking on the knees as if legs are cut off, laughed at or being mocked, anxiety about others, anxiety about the trifles, goes off alone and weeps as if she has no friends. Physically, they're chilly patient, premature old age, so hair fall, baldness, loss of memory, hypertension, arteriosclerosis at young age. We can think of Baraita. Desire sweet, history of recurrent attacks of tonsillitis, may be emaciated, and hearing hard in old people. So says clinically observation. He is given how they from his clinical observation. So he says that there can be patients who will be completely dependent. So they will be dependent on somebody to for little decisions. And they will be accompanied by somebody from all, for all the follow-up, they'll bring somebody. So that kind of, and they even, will speak for them like that. Or other side, it could be a coped up Baraita, where somebody else will bring them as your patient, and then they can also bring somebody for the patient as a patient. And where before leaving, they will make sure of all the minutest details. They will ask how to take the medicine, how many times, very smallest details, and repeated time, so sometimes they can look like Aurum, because they take up the responsibility, very conscientious, responsible, care for others, and syphilitic dimension. But there would be some phases where they feel irresolute and very um, small and kind of ridicule. So says that they're very simple kind of people, kind of very naive, credulous. They don't want to have any change. So they will not have change in the occupation, doing the job for so many years, same job, don't want to change house. Very conservative in terms of their dressing. They're the last people who will accept the new fashions or something new in their life. Very organized. They can reach a very high position in their life. And sometimes they can have these kind of irresolute feeling during their challenging situation. Belongs to superclass 6 as per Dr. Shankaran's concept of superclass understanding. It's from the 6th row, and the 6th row belongs to superclass 6. So the issues are of responsibility, leadership, but this falls on the left side of 6th row. Okay, they can be aggressive, very brave, but this dependency for particular that decision. We can see this. As per Dr. Mahesh Gandhi, he says there is the feeling of being observed and feel observed is very important. What others think. And he says that there is somebody, it's like an infant, very dependent, but then they start observing themselves. So there is the awareness comes that there are two kind of a size, or there are two people inside, where first person is doing something and that there is somebody who is watching it, right? That kind of awareness develop. Then they will start comparing their action with other people to find out whether they are doing something is right or wrong, or good or bad. And then they become very sensitive to criticism. They feel judged by others in negative way, very unsurety, what to do, what not to do. Afraid to say or do anything. And then they will kind of, want to adapt and get fit into general opinions. And they will kind of, say whatever other people are saying. And then column 2 people sources, they're very passive. Sometimes the inner feeling of them, they don't know anything, they'll just go out and show other people that I know so many things, I know everything, like that. But at the contrary, they will not be able to kind of convey their opinions. Not enough macho person. So very feminine type of people, very dependent. Feeling of not being man enough. So physically also, like I, I'm going to tell about one case with a person or a child who had, stunted growth, small penis, no hair on the body, look like female, no beard, even if he's increasing in age. So those kind of thing we can see. They look, very similar. So differentiation we'll see, they come very close to Calcarea ka. Okay, but what is the main fear or main theme of Calcarea Cub is the fear of outer reality, right? So they will talk, if you see in repertory, in delirium, they talks of murder. So what is murder? Murder is a danger from the human world. There are fire, rats. So it is from animal kingdom. So all the dangers from something external. And what they want the protection and security and stability. So the main, in our body, all the hard things like our skull, bones, they're all made up of calcium. In mollusk, if you see, the shell is made up of calcium. So that represents the protection and security, which is a also important theme of fourth superclass, right? Because they need something or somebody to kind of protect them from outer danger. It's not an issue of responsibility here. They will have more fear of pain and suffering, fear of death, fear of being alone during death. Why? Because they have to kind of bear that pain, that misery alone. Hmm? But in Baraitaka, what is the main theme? That they feel that I am incapacitated, I am smaller, and because of that, I will be ridiculed. People will make fun of me. The people will laugh on me. There is a slowness of the mental development. They feel they are as if they're completely dependent. Delusion at the legs are cut off. They feel I am not able to take my own responsibility. In Baraitaka, a good remedy for recurrent tonsillitis. Talking is delayed. You will see in Baraitaka. And in Calcutta, we see walking. Sixth row, somebody to take the responsibility, what is needed. Then how will you differentiate from silica? Because it will come very close with embarrassment and kind of shyness and, in front of people or performance. But silica is complete contrast of Baraitaka. Why? Because for silica, the image is very important. What will happen? They are shy, they are timid, they don't want to go in front of people because they feel, what if I go and do some mistake and then my image will be kind of, different or will be broken completely in front of other people. But in Baraitaka, they don't care about their image. They know that they are fool or they are dumb or they are kind of duffer kind of a people, but that does not bother them. They are bothered that who will take care of me, who will take a responsibility of me. Hmm? So and sometimes the situation is also like that people know that they are kind of dependent children, or they are kind of somebody who needs a lot of protection and dependency for longer duration of time, so people are not even worried of it, right? Then let's talk about the cases. I think there are few cases which I has given very very good result with Baraitaka. Okay, so this is a patient who was brought to us by her mother, and 22-year-old male, and he was diagnosed as learning disability since childhood, many years. Okay, so the main complaint what the mother said that he was, so of course he had learning disability, but he studied little bit, and in the school there were a lot of issues when he used to not give attention. There were a lot of understanding was an issue for him, and he was unable to kind of understand what teacher is talking or kind of remember also things. So he was not doing any work per se, but he loves cooking. uh, like that is the art, and that is one hobby, or that is something that he really likes. So he kind of started doing a job. He couldn't study much like educational wise, but he did a lot of understanding and learning in that cooking field. And then he started working at different restaurant. He started working in a big restaurant like Taj and Courtyard and all of that, and he was performing also very well in that particular field, and he was doing it very well. But somehow suddenly it happened that he lost all the interest, and he left the job, and he kind of didn't say anything. He just left the job, and he's at home since many many months or years. I think it was almost a year or so that he's not going out, he's not doing anything, he doesn't have any interest, he doesn't talk to anybody. He'll just keep looking at you, he'll not say anything, he'll not do any kind of involvement, no communication. So that was his main complaint. And loves cooking. He brings, or he just stays near in the same building of our clinic, and he'll bring food. He will kind of, do certain things after the treatment has started for him. So creative and performance oriented. Hmm? Children who are like, he was very, very uh, IQ, his IQ was very less. His understanding was very less. And there were a lot of complaints which to come from teachers. And he was very sensitive to scolding. And with this understanding, we understood that that syndrome, which he's intellectually very good at one aspect, right? Another thing he was not able to do. He recovered very well with Baraitaka. It's almost now 1.5 year that we have been treating, and he's still on the treatment. But he really, really helped him a lot. He started going out. He's currently started working. And what used to happen that, if you give him one work, he'll be able to do it very nicely, and he'll focus on it and do it. But when start giving 2 3 work at a time, then he will kind of have a kind of jittery mind and confusion and all of that, and then he was not able to kind of take that pressure, and he just left that job. But currently it is not happening. He's working. He's able to kind of stand for a long time. He used to also have that. He used to, if he used to put a lot of effort and thinking about it or doing, he used to feel very weak and tired, and then he used to come back home, or sometimes he used to leave the job and come back home. Like, that was an understanding. If somebody scolds him or somebody bullies him, he'll be very angry at them, and he'll just say whatever he wants to say. He'll not kind of fear them when he gets very angry. So this kind of an individual who did really very well with Baraita. Then another child, who's just 13 year old, and um, so the father brought him, okay, and I remember there was something World Autism Day or something, and we had put something in our clinic regarding autism. And we spoke to the father first, because there was a situation like the father and mother was not doing very well in their relationship, and they were staying together for a child, but they don't have a good chemistry, and very, very difficult phase for the child, but for the child they wanted to stay together. So he was giving us that history, and then later on, the father said that he has concentration difficulty, he's very hyperactive, cannot study, cannot understand. Lot of bullying happens in the school, and then he gets very worried with it, you know. And people say that he's dumb, idiot, he's very duffer. All of these kind of marks that he gets. He's not studying very well, and he's like, small things he's not able to do it. Small things, if I ask him, he's not able to do it. But if you tell him maths, he used to like maths a lot. So one thing which he was very, very, very good at. Plus, if we tell him, okay, oh, if we tell him to go out and play, then he will ask, okay, when should I go? Where should I go? With whom I should play? So these small things, and generally this kind of thing irritate the mother, and mother was actually, used to tell him that you are like dumb, you don't even understand that, and that kind of had a lot of effect on the child, and then he thought that I am like that, then the father went, and we called the child, and we were talking to him, and the first thing what he said, I still remember that, what is this autism? He was talking about that. And then we said, okay, okay, why you are asking that? Oh, because I think I am an autistic child, because I feel I am very dumb and I am fool, and and people make a lot of fun of me. They insult me, and they will say such bad things. And once I get very angry and sad about it, and once I get angry, they will say, oh, this is a joke, and then I will also laugh on it, and then again they can bully me. So all that kind of a stuff I was not able to understand. And it's a typical case of where the children are coming into usefulness. very late. It was actually that, and he believes that he's very dumb or a foolish or that kind of a child. With he's still on the treatment, but in the last 8 months or so, he improved a lot. There's a lot of improvement in terms of his understanding, his feeling of that dumb or a fool has been getting better and better over a period of time. So Baraita Cup helped in that. We also gave him along with 200 the LM potency. So that is also kind of helping him. Right. And this is the third case which I was talking about, the physical stunted growth. So 20-year-old male child. He had stunted growth, small penis. He had gynecomastia with a lot of pain in the breast, and he didn't have any hair, like a beard or anything like which the 20-year child will have. So those were the main complaint. Plus, he had recurrent tonsils affection in the childhood. Right. He also bullied in school because of his stunted growth. And so the mother used to say that, he's very scared for him being 20 years old. He's so scared of everything. He will want the mother. He's, now the mother was a single mother and the father was not there. They both were divorced. The mother and the father. And the child was staying only with the mother. And the mother says that he's 20 or he need to take some responsibility. He's not taking this way, completely dependent on me, even on the small things. He's not doing that. Plus, he's very scared. Plus, he's bullied in the school. So this also has physical appearance wise, the responsibility and the dependency. For smallest of thing, we gave him Baraita, and over a period of time, his gonads, the glands develop. His recurrent tonsillitis become better. He also had kind of the breast pain or this gynecomastia, that also kind of reduce the swelling and the pain. So these three cases, I think, understood in all these different aspects. In one of all these three cases, we saw different aspects of the Baraita Cup, but all of them, got help with Baraita Cup a lot. Yeah. So this is what I had for today about the Baraita Cup. Any doubts, any questions?
Hello, participants. If you have any questions or comments, you can put it in the chat box and I can address, or you can unmute yourself and convey to ma'am.
In old people with atherosclerotic changes, Baraita Mur is one of the important remedy where we can think of. Yeah, you have given a very good sum up of the Baraita Cup. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, good sum up. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Ramana.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we'll put this on our YouTube also. Go through the again and again. Send it to your friends. I think it will. I hope it will be helpful for you in your practice. And those who are registered, they will receive the handbook also. I think that will be very handy during your if you're seeing patients. So yeah, we'll meet in the next session with another remedy. Till then. Bye bye. Have a great evening and happy Diwali to all of you in advance.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this insightful session, and thank you so much, participants, for joining us live. A very good evening and happy Diwali in advance. Thank you, Dr. Kaushal. Good luck. Thank you. You will be able to access the recordings on your dashboard and the handbook also. Our YouTube channel name is Homeopathic Musings. I will write it down for you in the chat box.
Mansi, if you can put a YouTube channel name, that would be good.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we have shared the link directly to the YouTube as well. You can access the recordings there also, and you can see the previous sessions as well to the in the YouTube. Thank you so much, participants. If you have any questions or comments, you can unmute yourself. Otherwise, we can wind up the session. The recordings will be available till tomorrow and the handbook as well. Bye. Thank you.